Hello and welcome to the second task of the creative writing course. In our second session we focused on inspiration and ideas, looking at how a story may begin with a single source of inspiration, a phrase, an image, a memory or a person, which is then expanded by asking questions of this initial inspiration. Asking who, what, where, when, why, how, deepening and adding texture. We then considered how a story needs a source of conflict, something that can drive the drama of the story forward and act as a motivator for our characters. It can be an external problem like a war or a disease, or it can be an internal problem, a secret you might want to keep, or a desire to prove oneself. Or even one can lead into the other, the outbreak of war, an external problem, leading to the internal desire to prove oneself. You can think then of a story as two concepts, the initial idea and the source of conflict, and how they influence and affect each other is what drives our story forward. Keeping this in mind, we then moved on to discuss the very rudimentary basics of story structure, considering beginning, middle and end as stages in combating and exploring a problem, moving from status quo, a state of normality, through drama and change to a new status quo. Lastly, but importantly, we spoke about how there weren't really any such thing as like good ideas or bad ideas, but that every idea has the potential to be turned into a good story, that a good story is all about exploration and execution of an idea. Which brings us to our second task for the writing course, where we will put all of that we discussed into practice. As a writer, I tend to think of a title first and then work the story out from there. So, I'm going to give you a title and you are going to embark on the process of turning that into a story. The title is The Boy Who Was a Worm. Yeah. Take this literally or metaphorically. Take it horrifically or as charmingly fairy tale-like as you like. But the process will be the same. Begin by asking who, what, where, when, why, how. Find the source of conflict, the source of drama, both within and without, and then plot the beginning, middle, and end of your story. A clear beginning, middle, and end of the central problem of the story. At the end of this, I would like to see from you 500 to 600 words about the boy who was a worm. And I would like you to be able to tell me at the end why you chose the approach you did, the tone and the style, and why you chose for the story to progress in the direction that you chose. Okay? I am looking forward to some very wormy stories. Good luck, and I look forward to reading what you have for me.